Hi guys, it's Kristy here, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review on these Nip+Fab essences. So I have the rose gold essence right here and I have the unicorn essence right here. I was in Superdrug yesterday. I originally went in to look at the Makeup Revolution makeup just because I love their makeup. It's so good and cheap. And I actually seen these here and I thought, well, obviously they're meant to be a dupe for the Farsali essences, so I thought I would give them a go. They were £13 each, so they were actually on sale. These are usually £15 from the Nip+Fab website or anywhere that sells them, so I thought I would give them a go. The Farsali ones are obviously really expensive, so if these do a good job then maybe they are a good dupe. But let's go ahead and jump into some of the details. I'm going to go on the website here and just read what exactly they're meant to do and just some of the ingredients. So let's start with the rose gold essence. It says, illuminate your complexion with a lit from within golden glow with our new, that doesn't make sense, with our new rose gold essence. Formulated with gold flecks to make skin look radiant, dewy, refreshed and revitalized. The skincare makeup hybrid also acts like a makeup primer, ensuring an even and hydrated base for makeup. When the rose gold flecks disperse, a soft, revitalizing effect on the skin can be seen. So let's look at some of the ingredients here. The top three ingredients are aqua, so water, glycerin, and propanediol. I cannot say that. So if we look at how to use it, it says use under your foundation to add an opalescent glow to your look, or use alone for a dewy, fresh skin look. It also says apply to the top of your cheekbones, layering your highlighter on top for the ultimate glow. So let's jump over to the unicorn essence. So in terms of the description, it says again, illuminate your complexion with new unicorn essence. It's meant to make your skin look glowy, dewy, refreshed and revitalized. And this is a serum primer hybrid that can be used as skincare or makeup, leaving the skin feeling hydrated and renewed. So if you use it as a primer, the formula creates a perfect illuminating base for long-lasting makeup. So it also has a soft pink hue, and the formula will also have a soft color correcting effect, making the complexion look healthy. So in terms of the ingredients, there are a lot more ingredients in this one, but the main top three ingredients again are water, glycerin and propanediol. In terms of how to use, it's the exact same way. So use it under your foundation to add a glow to your look and use alone for a dewy, fresh skin look. And you can also apply it to your cheekbones and add highlighter on top. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try one of these on each side of my face. I'm going to use my usual foundation combination so I know exactly how it looks on a day-to-day basis. So I'm going to put one on each side of my face and then going to put on my foundation, do the rest of my makeup and wear this all day and see if it makes my makeup look, well, immediately sort of more dewy, glowy, fresh, you know, gives me a really nice makeup application. And then how does it act throughout the day, and does it actually make my makeup stay longer than it usually would? In terms of these Farsali details, the rose gold elixir, it is $54, so that equates to about 42 Great British pounds. And essentially, I'm going to summarize what it says on the website. It's a fast-absorbing, lightweight beauty oil infused with 24-karat gold, rosehip seed oil, and pure botanicals. So obviously it's got 24-karat gold in, so that's obviously why it's a wee bit more expensive. It makes your skin look younger and more radiant. So in terms of how to use this, it actually says that you should basically mix it with your makeup products, not put it on beforehand. It's actually noted as a moisturizer, so that is different than the rose gold essence I have here from Nip+Fab. So the ingredients of this are obviously way more natural and I assume it's more expensive to produce. So let's just look at the unicorn essence. This is an antioxidant serum and primer. In terms of how it's meant to be used, it can be used as a daily serum before moisturizer. It can also be used as a makeup primer. So this is marketed as a makeup primer. So this actually has a lot more ingredients than the rose gold elixir. So the main ingredients are water, propanediol and glycerin. So the three main ingredients in this are the same as the top three ingredients in the Nip+Fab essences. The glycerin, I know that whenever I use a product that has glycerin in it, makes your skin go sticky. So it makes sure that your makeup sticks really well to the primer. So let's start with the rose gold essence. The packaging is really nice. It's a matte finish bottle. I assume it's plastic. It has this little pipette to distribute the product. There are tiny little flecks of gold leaf in there, but other than that it's pretty much clear. Wow, it's really, really thin. feels like water. Obviously this won't be the same as the Rose Gold Elixir from Farsali because this has glycerin in it and it's really meant to be used as a primer, whereas the Rose Gold Elixir from Farsali is really meant to be a moisturizer. So really what we're going to be doing is testing are either of these a dupe for the Unicorn Elixir by Farsali, because that's meant to be used as a makeup primer, as are these. So let's go ahead and drop a few drops onto this side of my face. I'm noticing I'm getting dry under eyes these days, so be good to see if this makes my under eyes more hydrated. Definitely super lightweight, which is nice. I don't like anything too heavy to be under my foundation because I don't want my foundation to slip and slide everywhere. So let's go ahead and look at this Unicorn essence. So it is the same packaging, same distribution method, and it's actually pink there. So there you are there. It's actually got a few little glitters in it, which is nice. Again, really thin, spreads out really easily, feels just like water. Neither of these really smell like anything, so that'll be good for those who are sensitive to smells. I would have thought with all the fruit extract in it, it would smell a bit fruity, but obviously not. This one's just slightly tacky, and again, this one is just slightly tacky. It's not super tacky. I would have hoped it would be more because the makeup would then really stick to it. So in terms of how my skin looks, it looks very similar to the way it did before. Not a huge sort of plumpness or hydration there. So let's go ahead and put the foundation on. So if any of you seen my video on the Vanish Stick foundation, you'll know that I absolutely hated it when I first got it. I do still hate it on its own. Hate's a strong word, but I don't like it on its own. But I had a stick, I had the shade Vanilla, and I just had to use it up because I thought, oh my god, I spent so much on this. It's not a cheap foundation. So I thought I'm going to start mixing it with other stuff just to use it up. You know, my sister does this thing where she does her good makeup days where she uses all her good makeup products, and then she has her sort of bad makeup days where she tries to use up all the products she doesn't like just to use them up. So I started to do that. I started mixing it with other foundations, and I have to say I actually really like it now. I was completely shade matched wrong, so I went back and got a different shade. I am now the shade Porcelain. I was Vanilla before because the person seen redness in my face and just thought, oh okay, you know, you must be pink toned, and just gave me a pink foundation when in actual fact I have a yellow tone. So I went back and got a yellow tone once I finished the Vanilla, and I really like it mixed with a drier foundation because it just gives that little bit of radiance to the foundation. So I'm using that with the Amazonian Clay 12 Hour Full Coverage Foundation, and this is in the shade Light Sand, and I find this colour really good for my skin. I'm going to use the same brush on both sides of my face just because it has sunk into my skin, so it's not distributing the product between the two sides. To be honest, I think if someone was going to buy this, you might as well buy one because they feel exactly the same on the skin, but maybe they'll act differently throughout the day. So I'd say really what I'm doing here, to be honest, is testing if these products work versus not using them rather than one versus the other, because I think they both do the same thing. So I'm just using my Tarte Shape Tape. This is the shade Fair. One thing that I did use a while back was the Makeup Revolution baking oil. I actually really like that, and it has a few fruit extracts and things in it, I think. I do still use it, but I think it has a few fruit extracts and it does smell quite nice, although quite mild. And I definitely found, you know, say for example, I was having a super dry under eye day. It really helps. I do have a review of that, and I'll link it down below. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out yet, but that is a good one. So there is my skin so far. Give you a real good close up. My makeup looks okay, to be fair. It doesn't look super dewy compared to what it normally would, but my makeup looks well. It didn't react badly. Both the sides look pretty much the same. The main thing I am sort of hoping for is that it will make my makeup last longer. I'll go ahead and I'll powder down, I'll put on all my makeup, my contour, eyebrows, blah blah, and then I'll come back, give you a final check, and then wear it throughout the day. So I'm back, I have done my powder, done the rest of my makeup, and I almost forgot I'm going to do my highlight on camera. It said that you could add a few drops to your cheekbones and then, you know, zhuzh up your highlights, so I'm going to try that there. I'd say I was probably gone for about an hour there, just because I went down to do my powder and things, and then my camera ran out of battery and I needed to wait for it to charge, so I ate some soup and had some lunch in between. It's now 3 o'clock, so I would say my check-in time from putting on my foundation is 2. I will try to wear this for about 8 hours and see how I get on, but let's do the highlight part. So I'm going to take just 2 wee drops of the rose gold and put it on this cheek. Because it's so light, it actually doesn't lift anything, which is good. This is the Revolution Pro 4K highlighter palette. I'm going to go in with this shade here. I'm just using a MAC 224 brush. Definitely does up the ante with the highlight. Up really close though, it looks a bit crusty just because so much highlight is stuck to it. Let me try the Unicorn Essence. So I'm going to take 2 drops of it. Definitely took off a little bit of foundation. I would say this side looks a bit better just because I've gone in with like 1 layer. It's made it pretty blinding, but I haven't tried to blend it too much, i.e. add more to blend the edge that I have here where it's the wet part has ended, if that makes sense. So I haven't added more to blend into the dry powdered part. I've just sort of tried to work with what I had on my brush. I think it looks better that way. It looks less cakey. I think it does work. You could equally just not powder this part of your cheekbone and leave your sort of wet foundation there, and then that would pick up your highlighter, so I wouldn't buy it necessarily just for that. But I'll go ahead and give you a close-up of how my makeup's looking right now. I have to say it doesn't look any different. I can't actually compare it to the Farsali because I don't own the Farsali. Like, it would be £100 basically for me to buy them, and I just can't afford to go out and buy 100 quid's worth of products all the time. So really I can't compare it to the Farsali. The Farsali does have really good reviews, so I assume at this point that it does work, and all I can do is judge, do these products work according to what they said on the website. So all I can say right now is that my makeup looks exactly the same as it usually does. It doesn't look any more dewy, doesn't look any more, my skin doesn't look any more plump or anything. I will go ahead and give you a really good close-up. So I will head on here and I'll see you in a bit. So I'm back, it's now 4 hours later, so this is the halfway check-in. I have to say, I think my makeup is staying really well. It hasn't really budged at all, just my lipstick has worn off a little bit. I would still say it's definitely not added any dewiness or radiance to my skin, but I equally don't want to look greasy, so it's a good thing. It's staying really, really well. Not I have rubbed my nose a few times and it's not sort of worn away around my nose. I was watching The Haunting of Hill House, and the end of it's, well, anyway, I'll not ruin it, but I cried and was like going like this here, trying not to cry, and I did get a few tears and then was like rubbing my nose and things, but it stayed, my makeup has stayed really, really well. I'll check back in as late as I can and let you know how it's looking. Hey, so this is my final check-in. It's now 10:30 at night, so I've had this on for 8.5 hours. I'll go ahead and take off these glasses. I have to say my makeup's looking really, really good. It stayed on so well, and it usually would start to come away around my nose and things, as I have had a really sort of sniffly nose today, so I have definitely been rubbing it quite a lot, and it usually comes off, you know, my foundation usually comes off in that area. I usually start to get greasy around the sides of my nose as well, so the foundation does start to break down a little bit, and I tend to get a little bit patchy around my chin, but it's looking really, really good. But what I'll do is I'll wear it into work tomorrow. Today is currently Sunday, so I'll wear it into work tomorrow and see how it's looking at the end of the day. But as of today, it's looking really good. It's made my makeup hold up really well. I have to say I didn't notice any sort of hydrating effects. It didn't make my skin look more radiant and glowy, but equally though it didn't make my face greasy, so that's kind of a good thing. Because it's so lightweight, easy to spread on, I definitely think that these are a good job. I have to say I don't notice any difference between both sides of my face. They both look exactly the same. I'll just give you a really good close-up here so you can see. You can see the sides of my nose look really good. Obviously you can see where it's come off around my glasses, but it's looking really, really well. So there is no difference between either side of my face. I'll just zoom you back out. There is no difference between either side of my face, so I think either of these would do the job. This one is meant to have a colour correcting effect. I can't say I've noticed anything. Either of these would do the job. I think they're really, really great for £13. So this gets a massive thumbs up from me. But I'll go ahead and I'll jump to tomorrow's clip and then I'll jump back here for the closeout. Hey, so it is the next day. I have been wearing my Nip+Fab essence all day. I mixed the two and put them on all over my face. It has been 10.5 hours since I put this on, and I have to say I definitely think my makeup is looking better than usual. It's stayed on a lot better. There is on this side of my nose just a few patches where it has worn off, and I've obviously touched my nose there more throughout the day, and I did have quite a sniffly nose today. So it has worn away and sort of cracked and broken down a little bit in and around here. I'll just zoom you in so you can see. I'll take off these glasses. It has broken down quite a bit. My makeup has obviously worn away underneath my glasses, but I think on this side and my chin, oh my god, you can see all my spots, and my forehead and things, the makeup is looking really, really well. So I definitely think the essences have made my makeup last longer, so thumbs up. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and comment down below with any questions that you have. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye!